Hello and welcome to the second part in this look back at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Today's level is going to be Los Angeles. I find it very funny how they don't actually have a level preview like they did in the first two games. They had like a video at the top and an image at the top and the video at the bottom. I don't think they did it in the first game though. I can't remember. I think it was just an image in the first game. The majority of these goals aren't going to be too hard. Probably the elevator grind and 100% gold stats and deck are probably going to be the worst. I'm going to be going for the secret tape. Oh, I hate this grinding up this wire. You have to get a really good bit of speed. And this level has been in quite a I'm just trying to think, I think it was in not American Wasteland. I think it was Underground 2 they remade this level. I didn't want to do a kickflip underflip there. It was in the PSP version of Tony Hawk's Underground 2 as well. This tape isn't actually that difficult. Once you get this, you just have to be very careful not to fall. It's quite narrow. But I find as long as you grind the outside of the sign, you should land it really. I'm going to try and get the skate letters now. It seems silly not to, seeing as we got the K already. Hopefully we'll get the other score as well. Thing is, when I was sort of younger, I was more confident just going for it, like just building up massive combos. But I don't know why, I just don't like going for that. I like to play it safe for some reason. It's kind of weird. And there is a stat point on the end of there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. Well, I'm going to focus on the stat points a bit later on. I should have went for it really, which I kind of had now. And that's our second score. I think there's just one more to go. I don't think I'm going to have time to do it. Thing is, I'm trying to. It's kind of, as I said, might have said before. I think I have said before. I tend to focus on one goal at a time. I've actually been quite impressed that I've been able to do more this time around. I do find this game a lot easier than the other two for some reason. This is probably my second favourite. I know the PlayStation 2 version is superior, but I really did enjoy this one for some reason. More than 1 and 2. I don't know why, it's probably the level locations. And I unfortunately don't have any news on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD today, I'm afraid. So, I think it's out next week on Xbox Live, so not long to go now for your Xbox owners, but not sure how long for PlayStation users at the moment. In a minute you may notice I put that in twice. It was because I had to go out somewhere and I forgot to save. Actually, I think it resets when you do save as well, actually. I could be wrong on that. It's actually I was quite amazed when I seen this level for the first time in probably about 10 years, as I said. It's just amazing. I even remember that Nokia sign. Nokia connecting people. I think Nokia are still going. They're not so big. I don't think that. Well, I don't know personally because I'm not big on mobile phones. I don't really. I own one obviously, but well, you wouldn't know that unless you knew me. So, but I do own a mobile phone. But I'm just not. I don't know. I can't really get into them like I probably used to when I was younger. I just have it to, for the sake of, emergencies and that kind of thing. Before you wanted it for videos and stuff, didn't you? And cameras and all that kind of thing. But I'm not really up on sort of mobile phones these days. They don't really interest me. I remember because back then when like Nokias were big, well certainly over here in the UK, I think I was the only person. Everybody had one at school, and I think I was the only person that probably didn't. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong on that, but it just seemed that way. Let's put it that way. This is the elevator grind, and hopefully, I've made it. Wonderful. That I used to find really hard when I was younger. Don't know why. It was the one I always used to do first. You may have noticed I was trying to do a manual in the elevator. I thought I'd do myself a little challenge there. Seeing as we're using Rodney Mullen, he likes to do his flat hand tricks and manuals. I really got to stop doing that impossible. It's just a tendency to kind of, I don't know why I always seem to press up and X, up and square first for some silly reason. It's kind of annoying. There's another stat point. I think there's 3 left to find. And the deck, and I cannot remember where the deck is for the life of me. Dressage. I thought it was up by the secret tape, but it's actually not, because there is actually like a broken well, is it called a highway? I think it might be called. There's a broken one there. I thought it was up on there, but it's actually not. I did sort of have a look before doing this because I couldn't remember, and I still can't remember where it is. I am actually really trying to think back, because, well, I'll see I might find it as we get on with the goals. Hopefully I will find it, or I'll remember shortly. Here I have to put my name in again, because I had to go out, as I said. Which is kind of annoying that you have to put it in twice, but it doesn't really matter. I don't really mind if it's, I don't know why I have to put my name in, really. It doesn't really bother me. I just thought I'd put it in. I've got to say that I have thoroughly enjoyed re-looking at this game. I don't know why, I'm just really loving it. I enjoyed 1 and 2, but this one I really have enjoyed more than the other 2. I didn't actually remember a lot of the things like these goals. I just remember the level so well. I think the last time I actually played this level, well, because the goals probably were different, I will be having a look at the PlayStation 2 games remade levels of these. Basically, I'm going to say that better because it didn't sound very good. What I'm trying to say is I'm going to have a look at the levels that were on the PlayStation 2 games, which use these levels, well, remade these levels as bonus levels in the classic mode, and I think in some they were secret levels. I do remember playing this one. This bit was actually quite funny because I never intended to get the rail. I was going to get it a bit later on, and it just happened, and managed to get the 6th score, the Transformers, the lot. Actually, no, I haven't got the Transformers yet, have I? Oh, there's 1 more left, I think. And 2 more, because there's the one at the start. I think the goals in the Tony Hawk's Underground 2 level and the PSP, I think it's called Tony Hawk's Underground Remix. I can't remember because I didn't have it. I remember playing it, but I kind of just gave up on my PSP, so I haven't played it in a long time. I remember playing these levels on there. And that's all the Transformers and all the school. Well, there's no other school ones related. I think it is all just stats now. I've got a funny feeling, now that all that stuff's fell down from that electric rail grind, it's something to do with the telephone poles. The secret deck. If I remember correctly, I'm starting to think there's one up on it's like up on a rail, and there's like a half pipe at the end of the telephone wire. And I remember getting up high, and it's up there, if I remember correctly, so I think that's where it is. Hopefully I'm right on that. There's like a ramp somewhere, if I remember correctly. I seen it earlier on and thought that must be where a stat point is or something. And now I'm starting to think that's where it is, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. I'm just going to finish off last few stats. And I'm back in fail mode again. It's actually quite annoying filming the part that I filmed yesterday. Actually, no, I didn't film that one yesterday. I'm trying to... it's confusing because I filmed some parts like recently and later, and I'm just trying to catch up with it all. It's quite annoying with the Foundry level though, because I actually, when I first got the game out to have a look at it, just to make sure it was all working on that, I was doing really well on it, and playing it through when I filmed it, I was just absolutely atrocious at it. So it's kind of funny because I was actually sort of thinking, well, earlier I looked at some videos of other people doing Tony Hawk games and just seeing if it's just me that's really bad or it's just It's not just me. I think it's just the nerves of filming it, and you want it to be, you want to do it as quickly as possible. And I think people just make mistakes because of that. And I think that's really. I mean, I always was somebody who had a bit of trouble getting the goals first time, but I was never as bad as I am when I'm filming. I don't know though. I actually can be pretty crap at it at some points. That's us. I think that's all the stat points done now. So we just need the secret deck. I'm going to have a try and have a go at it in the last couple of seconds, but I don't see me doing it. Well, it might not even be there, I'm just guessing. It was this ramp here, and I think you've got from the telegraph pole. I'm just trying to see if anything's up there. There's a half pipe. Oh, I've just cut the bloody thing. Oh, you got to be joking me. 1 second. It wouldn't even, I don't think it would have mattered anyway, because we only have 1 second to go. I think it's about 1 or 2 seconds to go, so it's kind of annoying, really. Hopefully, it's just annoying because I don't actually know it's definitely up there. I just remember that half pipe. Because I thought that was for the secret tape, and then I remember the secret tape was at the end of that rail, the wire at the start. So, looking good, yes. Oh, there it is. Didn't even come up, didn't even show you it was there, but it said all done. So that's the end of this video. Thank you very much again for watching. It is very much appreciated, and hopefully you will join me for part 3, which I think is Rio de Janeiro.